I just love to hear you speak on what recommendations you have for kids specifically.
I really like berries for kids. I think that's one of the most important foods for children. I like eggs, cheese, and ghee for children. I think it's another amazing important category for the building blocks. I like getting the fat soluble carotenoids out in soups, for example. So one of the things that kids really love is they love their little broths and soups, and I loved that when I was a kid. And they like dipping things in it. So I would really recommend getting into non-gluten breads and some of the interesting breads from, for example, chia breads and hemp seed breads. And there's just so many cool things that are out there now. And that's what you dip in your soup. Other than what we got some kind of crazy GMO wheat. I mean, it wasn't GMO back then, but it was not the best ever. At any rate, the power of blending oils with a little bit of heat with your vegetables draws out the carotenoids that back and are behind all of the chlorophyll in that substance. So this is really interesting. It's a way of actually taking beta carotene and really turning it into something that's immunological, or in particular lycopene. Lycopene can become, if you, let's say you make a tomato basil soup. I used to do that on TV a lot, and I do that in a NutriBullet. And the NutriBullet RX, you could make that in 6 minutes and 45 seconds. Just blend the thing, it would just heat up through the molecules, and you'd have an instant soup, and the whole thing would be universally hot all the way throughout. It was really nice. And one of the things that would happen is when you get that level of so you're going to have some oil in there. It's going to be olive oil and a little bit of heat that draws out the carotenoids that back the chlorophyll. So things like xanthophylls and lycopene and beta carotene and lutein. And then that makes that highly bioavailable to the blood. So that's going to be for brain development. It's going to be for eye development. It's going to also be for all cellular defense, because those carotenoids actually get into the membrane of every cell in our body. We can certainly live without them. We won't be as healthy, but it's better to have them there. But if we just say, like, just with juicing, I love just juicing, right? And juicing vegetables. A lot of those carotenoids don't get absorbed because the oil isn't there to draw them out and make them soluble into the blood. And that's from blood research, by the way. That's how I arrived at that. I was like, whoa, this is blood research. It's not just how much antioxidants is in the carrot or the tomato. It's how much is being absorbed into your blood by different mechanisms of ingesting it. And with kids, we want to make those carotenoids orally available.